Ramble.
Thank you to ExpressVPN and DoorDash for sponsoring this episode. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of You Can Sit With Us. Wow, that was like a different tone to do it. I don't know why I did it that way. I just wanted it to be spicy. Okay.
I thought that was really spicy.
Yeah.
I thought that was really
spicy. It was good. It was good. Okay. Maybe I'll try some different ones next time. My name is Maggie. I am joined by my co-host, Ariel.
Hello.
And Matthew.
Good morning.
And Rebecca.
Hello.
You trying something out too?
I was trying to be spicy too.
We're all trying something new today.
I like Rebecca's version of spicy. Yeah. Today we have a fun episode for you guys. The first segment we wanted to talk about. Becky has a lot of shows. She wants to be talking. Yeah,
a lot of shows.
She loves shows. I love all her show recommendations. She's never steered me wrong.
And book recommendations.
I got you guys.
So what's going on? What's going on with you
Guys, I mean, Apple TV is cranking out the bangers.
Yeah.
They are really contending at this point. Obviously, hopefully everyone is watching Severance. I feel like it's been
That's our
out
next show.
for long enough that
Yeah.
we
We
should
have
be
to
watching
finish
it.
Euphoria first, and then Ned and I will watch Severance.
that one's a
Euphoria. You're not
I
done
know,
with
we
it?
are very far behind. We get like 2 episodes a week or something like that. Yeah.
It's okay.
I watched the first episode
You haven't
of
seen
Severance.
I haven't seen
Wait,
any.
okay, that actually makes me feel better.
There we go.
Can we all throw judgment at Matt, please, instead of Ariel?
Wow, Matt.
Wow.
Wow.
Judge.
I'm okay with that.
I'm okay.
You're like, I can take it.
I can take it.
I finally saw episode 1 of Severance last night. I've just been out of town recently, and so I haven't been able
How do you
to
feel
watch.
after you've seen the episode?
Oh my gosh. Zach was like, it's his second time round watching it. So he's going to watch it with me. And he's like, I love this show. I want you to watch it. We started it at like 10:15 and Maggie gets really sleepy around 10 watching TV. And he caught me closing my eyes.
Caught you snoozing.
He caught me snoozing. He's like, get off the pillow. And he sat me up and he's like, watch this.
What? I forgot that
So
Zach's like
strict.
a villain to watch TV with.
So strict.
No, it's like his favorite show right now. So he's like, I want you to watch it. So
I also love how
was
you
really
talk
good.
about yourself in third person as if like Sleepy Maggie is not
Different.
you.
No.
It's like somebody else.
different personality, different needs. Yeah. Mhm. Very sweet.
Maggie gets really sleepy at like 10.
Yeah. Angry
Yeah, yeah.
Maggie, different person. Sleepy Maggie, different person. You relate.
Who
you
showed
know.
up today?
Who's here today?
You'll never know.
We've got Party Maggie.
Yes, we have Severance Maggie.
Yeah.
She walked
Maggie.
in and was severed.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wait,
Wonderful.
what?
Well,
Is that how the show works?
Yeah.
Yeah. People are severed.
Yeah.
From what?
Well, I feel like honestly talking about it kind of ruins it.
Yeah.
I feel like you got to go
I
in
knew that going
blind.
in though.
Yeah. Just
So,
know
not
that
too
it's
much.
a fun show.
Yeah.
Ariel, I would love your hot takes on Euphoria, though.
Yeah, you want my hot takes on Euphoria?
Who's
Let's
your
see.
favorite character?
Is it too real having children and watching that show?
Yes and no. My children are still very young.
Yeah.
Wes
honestly,
is only into weed right now. Not.
yeah, he's like, we're not into the hard drugs yet. But yeah. So I think that we got to this like the season midpoint of the second season last night.
Okay. Have you gone to the play? Was it the play?
She's working on the play.
Oh, she's working on the play.
She's like, she's working on the play. But let's see. There's a lot of shit going on between Nate and Maddie
And Cassie.
Yeah, and Cassie. And
Toxic love triangle of the
holy
century.
moly. Yeah, and Cassie vommed all over everybody in the
hot tub.
Oh my gosh, so funny.
She comes out with her little
should I,
bathing
like,
suit.
should I be worried about spoilers? It's like an older show, right? I don't have to worry about spoilers.
Everyone watched this 6 months ago, so I
Okay,
think
great,
you're good.
great. So yeah, so I'm just living my best life with all the spoilers over here. But Nate's dad walked out. Oh my god, I could have sworn when he was driving to that gay bar,
yeah.
I was like, he's gonna die, he's gonna die, he's gonna die. Somebody's gonna die. Somebody's gonna die.
No, turns out there are no consequences on Euphoria
Yeah.
for
No,
literally
for
anything.
DUIs,
No, for anything.
nothing.
Like,
You know?
and when he was talking to Nate, and Nate's like signing the Tiffany card, and is his name not Nate?
No, his name's
No, it is.
Okay.
I'm
It's
just
just
laughing
hearing you talk about it.
It's just funny.
So like Nate is signing the Tiffany card for Maddie, and
Was it when his mom? He checks his mom out.
no,
Did you catch that? That was
no,
weird.
no, I did not notice
He
that.
gave her a full like up and down.
Oh my,
Ew.
Was
Oh
that
my.
just like really?
I don't know, but go back and watch it. He's like,
Wow.
But that's not really his.
I don't know.
Ugh.
Well, no, it's not his mom in real life, but
It was intentional.
in the show.
But,
Gotcha.
And the dad's like, I'm gonna go for a drive, and Nate's like, put on a seatbelt. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, yeah. Clearly
Yeah.
nobody
Seems like
cares
foreshadowing,
about
but-
life in this show.
No.
But yeah, a lot going on.
When you get to the finale, you should listen to the Guilty Pleasures because it'll feel like
really,
you're in a group of You should
Okay.
listen to it. They did
Okay,
an
that
episode
sounds
on it. It
great.
was fun.
it was very intense though, and like Rue making horrible decisions. She's going to get shot. Like with the
Shot.
well, she's
Not overdose?
Yeah, that's what I
Shot?
thought.
well, she hasn't. I feel like with the overdose, like yes, she's going to overdose, but again, no consequences. You know, like with the like basically keeping an entire suitcase of drugs for herself, like that is dangerous.
Yeah.
That is so dangerous.
It's dangerous.
Yeah. And
Don't worry, you get a lot of resolutions with that
Yeah.
suitcase. Whatever. Really comes full circle. at the
Really?
end.
You find
oh,
out.
yeah. No.
Nothing happened.
Nothing
Really
happens with the
nothing
suitcase.
No repercussions. Nope.
I honestly feel like you need to know going in that just stop thinking about the suitcase because Sam
It just
Levinson did.
Yeah.
It's just her personal suitcase full of drugs.
That just gets written off. Yeah. This season.
Are you
was
fucking
very hard
kidding
to
me?
work with.
I am literally sitting here stressed out about that stupid suitcase full of drugs.
No. With Euphoria, you don't have to stress about anything because it's just one man in the writer's room. And you know, whatever he
Sometimes-
wants to write for that episode is what happens.
That's ridiculous.
And there's not always someone being like, but hey, what about that thing that we introduced like 2 episodes ago? And he's like, no, more titties. More titties.
We need more flaccid penises, please.
Yeah.
Do you think that high schools will put on Lexi's play?
I hope so.
I really hope so.
Is it really good?
Honestly,
The production value?
production value was great. They had a rotating stage.
Yeah.
That's like Les Mis level.
Oh, okay.
High school production. Yeah.
Let's circle back to Becky's recommendation. So sorry to derail your moment.
With a 6-month-old show. Yeah. Okay. This next show does not get enough hype. It is also on Apple Plus or Apple TV, whatever they call it now. It's Pachinko. Pachinko is so good if you want to be very sad, but also like angry at the same time and then also cry. Pachinko.
Give me like a quick
Pachinko.
summary.
Pachinko is about this girl who lives in South Korea during the occupation of Japan. Japan's
Occupied by Japan.
by Japan. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's about her like growing up and about like the generations of her family. Cause you see her when she's young, you see her grandson, and then you see like some stuff with her son. But it's like,
Was it a book?
yes.
I feel like I've
It was
heard
a
of,
book.
I've heard the name.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the main boy's dad, the grandson, his dad owns a pachinko parlor.
What's pachinko?
It's kind of like the
it a game?
Yeah, it's
Plinko is what they
yeah.
changed it to.
Oh, I've heard of plinko.
Yeah. It's like you drop.
kind of like slots.
Yeah.
So
Little bit.
it's like gambling.
It's gambling.
Oh, it's gambling. Yeah. You drop a little ball and it goes through the pegs and needs to go in like a certain number. But honestly, pachinko is not even that big of a storyline in pachinko.
No.
I feel like it'll come around more in season 2. So I was like, when are we getting into the
It is,
pachinko?
but it's very dramatic, very K-drama style.
Yeah.
Mm.
And it's beautiful.
Are we talking like
Beautifully shot.
45-minute episodes, 30-minute episodes?
They're like an hour.
Hour?
Yeah. I think
Okay.
they're a solid hour.
Feature length episodes.
Yeah.
They're all like very stylized because they're through different times in history, right? So there's different like makeup
I
and
do love that.
wardrobe and
That's fun.
production.
What's
Yeah.
your take on Gilded Age?
I
Love.
loved the Gilded Age.
Love
yeah.
Gilded Age. Love.
Wait, really?
But I love
because
I love
keep
historical
seeing
drama.
it. I keep seeing it come up on our on our TV when we turn it on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Ned, we gotta watch Gilded Age. We gotta watch Gilded Age. And he's
Oh,
like,
it's good.
I think that's a you show. And I'm like,
Did you watch Downton Abbey?
Yes.
So it's very similar. Well, it's the same guy
Okay.
that did Downton Abbey. So it's very similar, but I would say a lot less happens.
Really?
Yes. It's a lot more, it's less real drama and more just like catty back and forth.
Ooh, love
Yeah.
that.
Around people.
Yeah. But you get to still
And
see
I
like the servants and the people.
Yeah, and I think even like the production is even more than Downton Abbey, I would say. Like
I've heard the costumes are just
the costuming and the
Yeah.
the hair.
Except for Meryl Streep's daughter. I feel like
Choreography.
she's never in a good, they put her in these very like odd outfits. Which also shout out to Meryl Streep's daughter, you know, a real unknown getting the lead part. That was so nice. That was so nice.
You just don't like her.
I think her character is honestly one of the worst characters of the show. Poor thing has no lines.
She's stuck in the middle.
She's stuck in the middle.
She's stuck in the middle.
Has no really good lines, no really bad lines. You just kind of get to her plot
just
and you're like,
there.
Starting role.
But I would say you need to watch it. You have to watch The Gilded Age.
Okay, I plan on it.
It's very good.
Apparently, I'll have to watch it by myself because Ned's not interested.
yeah.
But I'm very excited. How would you rate it to second season of Bridgerton? Also, have not seen that.
Well, there's almost no sex. There's like one implied sex scene, and you see one titty.
Oh,
But other than that, I would say not like Bridgerton at all.
so would you say watch second season of Bridgerton first or Gilded Age first?
I mean,
Because I'm probably gonna have to watch.
I like
both
Jonathan
ones.
Bailey, so I would say watch Bridgerton.
I like The Gilded Age more.
Really?
But I would say The Gilded Age is probably a better show.
Whoa. I feel
Yeah.
like that's a
The thing that really gets me about Bridgerton is the music.
What?
It
You don't
It really
like the soft
pulls you
pop?
out of the.
You don't like the
Wait, you don't
soft Taylor Swift
like
in the background?
Ariana Grande like by a string
Orchestral,
band.
no, not.
What was,
no. It really pulls you
What
out
was
of
in
the
the background
historical
of the first season
aspect
sex
of it.
scene?
You
It was
know?
like
I
Wildest
don't think it's
Dream.
meant to be fully
Something like that.
historical anyway.
That's what's not
they're-
good about it.
Their like outfits
Obviously.
are like
It's like a
now
CW
outfits.
show.
It is like a CW
It's like
show.
it's like CW shows. That's what they do.
yeah.
you know?
Gilded Age is more like a little bit more accurate, but still like stylized.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Third show recommendation, which you reminded me of when you said Ned told you it should be a you show. So originally, this is the backstory. Miles told me to watch Severance.
Yeah.
And I was like, Keith, let's watch Severance. And he was like, okay. He fell asleep immediately. And I was like, Keith, I really like this show. I'm going to keep watching it. Is that okay? Or do you want to watch it? And he's like, nah, I don't want to watch it. Like, you go ahead. I binged it and was like, Keith, this is probably the best show that's come out in 10 years. Like, you really made a mistake here. So we get to season 2 of The Wilds just came out. And we had watched the first season. And I started watching it without Keith. And he's like, oh my, you're watching it without me? He's like, what the heck, man? And I was like, oh, I didn't really think you liked The Wilds. Okay, I'll, it's not a good show. I was like, I'll wait for you. So we put on an episode and halfway through, Keith's like, yeah, I really don't like this. I just didn't want the whole Severance thing to happen again. I was like, the show and Severance are not the same.
Learned his lesson.
Yeah, so I do think everyone should watch The Wilds. It is batshit crazy. It's
Wait,
like
what's that
Yellow
one?
Jackets if it was bad. It's on Amazon Prime.
I
It's
feel like
about-
you're using words that I don't. What is Yellow Jackets? That's like
Jackets on
You haven't seen?
Showtime.
I feel like you would like it.
Yellow Jackets is like a all-female Lord of the Rings. Lord of the
Lord of
Flies.
Flies.
Lord of the Flies.
Lord of the Flies.
No, Lord of the Rings would be good too.
you had me at all female, but when you said Lord of the Rings,
That would
like,
actually
I
be good, too.
literally
We should make that. Lord of the
I, like,
Flies.
had a little heart attack because that would have made me so excited. Okay, so Lord of the Flies.
Lord of the Flies.
And
Yeah.
that's Yellow Jackets.
Yellow Jackets. Yeah.
Okay.
And then The Wilds actually came out before Yellow Jackets, but it's like the trashier, more poorly written version.
What streaming platform?
Amazon Prime. Yeah. So I think everyone should give it a go. It's very weird.
Okay.
And Keith's number one complaint, I think he said, of Yellow Jackets, of The Wilds, and there was one other, Lost. He said, too much time not on the island. Too much time not on the island.
Flashbacks or whatever.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It
so
really
it's his
breaks up
critique.
the
Yeah.
drama when you like take it off the island.
Yeah.
I think that's what lost me for Lost. That's how Lost me.
I never got
Yeah.
into Lost.
I was into it the first like 3 seasons.
That's perfect. That's all you need to see.
Yeah, those are like the good seasons, and then it just Lost got lost.
Lost got a little lost. Lost got a little lost. But I do feel like Lost was one of those shows where like I feel like people don't have like viewing parties anymore. Like maybe Game of Thrones had them for finales, but I remember for the Lost finale, we were like watching it live with commercials on like a projector in someone's garage, just like screaming at things.
Did you forget that one thing at the store? Now you can get snacks, drinks, and household essentials in 30 minutes with DoorDash. I hate when I'm at home and I like have one little ingredient that I need to complete my recipe. DoorDash has my back. DoorDash connects you with the restaurants you love right now and right to your door. And now you can get grocery essentials you need with DoorDash too. Get drinks, snacks, and other household items delivered in under an hour. Ordering is easy. Open the DoorDash app, choose what you want from where you want, and your items will be left safely outside your door with a contactless delivery drop-off setting. For a limited time, our listeners can get 25% off and 0 delivery fees on their first order of $15 or more when you download the DoorDash app and enter code SITWITHUS. That's 25% off up to a $10 value and 0 delivery fees on your first order when you download the DoorDash app in the App Store and enter code SITWITHUS. Don't forget, that's code SITWITHUS for 25% off your first order with DoorDash. Subject to change, terms apply.
Using the internet without ExpressVPN is like checking your baggage at the airport without a lock. You think your stuff is kept private, but you never know who's going through your diary. When you go online without a VPN, internet service providers can see every single website that you visit, and they can legally sell this information without your consent to ad companies and tech giants who then use your data to target you.
When you use ExpressVPN, ISPs cannot see your online activity. Your identity is anonymized by a secure VPN server. So your data is also encrypted for maximum protection. You know, we all work in the internet industry. So our information is out there. You know, we're posting pictures that are like near our homes and things. We're very, very careful, and ExpressVPN makes it just that much easier.
Secure your online activity by visiting expressvpn.com/youcansit today. That's expressvpn.com/youcansit, and you can get an extra 3 months free. expressvpn.com/youcansit.
What do you think would be the stream, like the viewing party now? What's the show? I mean, obviously Drag Race, but what's the other show?
Yeah. I was like, yeah, I guess you'd go to a bar for that one. I feel like people would watch Stranger Things.
Oh yeah,
in
for
a bar,
sure. Stranger
yeah.
Things, sure.
I watched Breaking Bad in a bar.
Okay. I feel like Bridgerton was a pretty big, like,
I don't think you could show
I don't know,
that
cultural.
in public.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be a bar. It could be at somebody's house.
Oh, yeah.
You
yeah.
know.
Like a group viewing.
Yeah. Euphoria, maybe.
I
Gilded
feel like
Age.
it's for the things that are like that come out, you know,
One
on
at
a
a time.
weekly cadence or something.
Yeah.
Things that come out all
Yeah.
at once. I feel like people don't.
Yeah.
Have
You're
those
not going to like
get-together
binge it.
events for.
You're
Yeah.
not going to have a daytime party where you just watch like 8 hours of television.
Well,
Crush it.
Done it before.
Speak for yourself.
what is your preference on TV? Do you want the streaming platforms to give you every episode at once, or
Yes.
do you want it to be weekly?
Yeah,
Every episode at once.
I want
want
every
it all.
episode at once
Yeah.
too.
because then you get hooked on one
Yeah.
episode.
I think I
Maggie's
feel
thinking
similarly.
about it.
It's a nice treat when some of the shows come out one at a time, but if they were all like that, I think it'd drive me bananas.
Yeah.
Because you just want to watch like 2 episodes.
On my
Sometimes
time.
you just have to know.
I have
what's
to know
happening.
what's because they do such cliffhangers now
Yeah.
because they want you to go to the next episode on like a Netflix.
Yeah.
You know, like they want
Yeah.
you to binge it, and so they're just made for that, and they're messing with you like Doritos. You know what I'm talking about?
Like
Like
Doritos. Doritos are
Like
they're
Doritos.
you guys know. So Doritos, they are scientifically made to be the perfect chip. Yeah.
Debatable.
I feel like food scientists have come down and like, this is the perfect crunch. This is the
Exactly.
perfect amount of
Guys,
seasoning.
do you know where Doritos came from?
Where? Chicago.
Disney.
Disney.
No.
We learned during a ranking chips that Doritos were actually invented at Disney.
Yeah, at a restaurant in Disney.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Wait,
Nuts.
how is that chef not like rich as F?
We have to get money from Doritos for this.
I mean, I feel like it took a while to catch on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This was a long time
Yeah.
ago.
I wonder
long
if he
ago?
started with cheddar or
I don't
Cooler
remember
Ranch.
the date, but it was a really long time ago.
It was a yeah. It was,
They had to have started with
I think they started with the nacho cheese.
Yeah,
probably.
I feel like cheese is the
This is such an ad read. It's unbelievable.
But you know what I crave all the time?
Doritos.
Hey guys. It's really just a Dorito fact. It's not really like a personal endorsement of Dorito.
It's because we
a
were
crazy fact.
we were in the chip ranking video,
right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
which is how we became
Learned.
privy to this information.
How was
Experts.
I not invited to the chip ranking video?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Talk to Eugene.
We
I just showed up.
We were talent.
You
we
were
were just there. We were
I just showed up.
I love how you say talent.
We were talent.
Talent.
I almost, I had to do a double take and be like, what was the word that you just said?
Talent. Talent.
You're funny.
But my favorite are still Frito-Lays.
Oh,
It's the classic
no.
Lay's chip. I prefer that over any other chip.
Lay's.
They're too thin.
That's what I like about it.
I
pretty immovable.
love Fritos in Mexico. They have lime on them. Those were so good. And you can't-
Fritos or
Fritos.
Cheetos?
You had them.
Fritos.
You had them. They were good. And
The spicy ones?
Yeah, the
Oh,
like lime
yeah.
ones.
What is
no,
it-
they're
what is
just
it-
plain Fritos with lime seasoning. They're
Mm.
perfect.
What is it called when you
Perfect.
take a bag of Fritos and you put chili on it?
Well, multiple names: a Frito pie or walking
Yeah.
tacos.
Walk-in tacos.
Yeah,
Frito pie is what I've
Frito
heard.
pie is another one I've heard.
I remember you've had hot dish, right?
Hot dish is more of like a Minnesota thing than like
Okay.
What is
Illinois.
hot?
thing.
What is
I've never
that?
even heard
Hot
of
dish.
It's just a casserole.
It's a casserole, but like
Mayonnaise.
in
Midwestern casserole.
in Minnesota, there were like when I was so when I would go to like horseback riding competitions in college or something like this, they would have like two options. They had you could have a hot dog or you could have a hot dish, but sometimes
no.
sometimes you could have a Frito pie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a walking taco.
those
Well,
were your options.
I've never heard
and
of those.
usually it, like
Healthy choices.
They were
Healthy
very,
choices.
they were hearty choices. Let's say they were hearty. But usually the hot dish was like noodles, cheese, and ground meat. It was just like
Pretty
that's it.
standard.
Yeah.
Be good.
Yeah,
Like meaty
Solid.
casserole. Yeah.
solid.
Not to bring it back to Doritos, but there was this restaurant. There was this fast food place by my house growing up. It does not exist anymore, but it was called Junior's. And they had this thing that was called a Jarrito because it was Junior's. But it was on the bottom, Doritos, then chili, then cheese, then chopped onion. And I used to dip French fries in it. And that would
That
be like
sounds
my like Friday night like meal.
Yummy.
Not even your
Friday
junk
night
food.
meal.
That like
That was just a meal.
that childhood metabolism. like
I know. Wait, but then would you take it like a spoon to it and scoop out the
yeah, for the end to get the Doritos out.
And
the
they'd be
Doritos?
soggy.
Would they
good.
stay crunchy?
They would have to be
Yeah.
soggy.
I mean, they were like kind of hard. They weren't
Or
like
stale Doritos.
crunchy, but they were like dense.
Yeah.
Interesting.
They were good.
That sounds good.
Very good.
That sounds like tortilla soup when you get the
Yeah.
tortilla chips on top.
Yeah.
Matt, how do you eat your Frito-Lays?
Plain.
Plain? You don't
Yeah.
even dip them?
No.
Not
Miles
like,
is mad. He's like, stop saying Fritos.
Really funny.
I just like my Frito-Lay's plain.
you don't like like
How did
onion
we
dip
get
or
here?
anything?
No, especially like when you're having like cocktails or something. It's just like the perfect like.
It's like you practiced that. He said that like 30 times during the ranking. He's like, it's like the perfect chip. You could just have it with like cocktails.
It is.
Matt, you
It's
can eat
perfect.
anything with cocktails.
No,
New
but there's
drinking
only
game is
certain
to have
things
a
that
cocktail
help.
every
Like,
time
How
he
about
says it.
cocktails and pizza? How about cocktails
no,
and
but
fries?
those, they don't really complement each other because then the saltiness of the chip will then help enhance the flavors of your cocktail.
The umami effect.
The umami effect.
I feel like
Exactly.
maybe beer, but like a margarita with chips.
No, even like Prosecco, like anything. It helps.
Anything.
Okay, so your mom is coming later. We're gonna find out her take on this.
Where this comes from. What deep-seated childhood thing this
What
comes
sort of
from.
issues did you have as a child that make you like Frito-Lays?
I also feel like you're the only person who calls them Frito-Lays. Like
people call
instead
them
of calling
Lays.
them
They're just
Lays.
Lays.
Chips.
I mean, they are by Frito.
Frito-Lays. You make sure you give them their credit.
Frito-Lays.
Frito-Lays.
Disneyland Doritos.
I was like, Fritos? I love Fritos.
No, it's the
Exactly.
plain version. The plain version.
Delicious.
Okay, so Doritos, cheese or ranch?
I like the cheese better.
Okay.
than
I
like
Doritos.
both.
Really?
I don't discriminate.
Really?
She
So if you
puts them in a bag
if you,
together.
if you were standing in front of a chip display and you
I'd have
had
one
to
of
choose
each.
one,
I would do one of
you
each.
had to choose one.
Why would I have to choose?
Choose
one?
your favorite child,
This
Becky.
is not Squid Game. It's not Sophie's choice. I would take both.
Maggie.
I like lime chips.
That's not an option. You have two options here.
Oh, I bet Doritos probably has a chili lime.
I'm
I
sure
like their
they do.
Cooler Ranch.
You know?
There we
I'm a
go.
Cooler Ranch girl.
See, I was gonna guess Cooler Ranch for you.
Cooler.
Yeah.
Cooler Ranch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with Becky though. I can't choose a favorite child.
No. I like a lot
It
of
depends.
chips.
Depends
I'm
on
a
what
chip
I'm eating
girl.
them with.
Chip girls. Chip girls.
You like to dip your Doritos. Doritos dip.
No dipping of Doritos. Can you imagine dipping like a Dorito into
Chili.
salsa or something?
Chili.
Like
Chili
I feel like a
sounds
good
good.
like sour cream dip or like a
No.
chili dip.
You're
or
ruining the
something.
integrity of the Dorito.
Yeah. Chili.
See, she wants chili.
No.
She didn't hear the
Stop
story about the
it.
Dorito. The dream of the Dorito. Well, guys, this has been riveting. Deep diving, all sorts of things here. Thank you to Doritos for sponsoring this episode.
We're not sponsoring this episode.
It's a lie. It's a lie. But those are all my movie TV show recommendations at the moment.
Wait, do you have movie recommendations too?
Oh, a movie recommendation. I just said movie and TV all at once. Oh wait, no, I forgot about another TV show.
Oh, go on.
It was the cutest little show on the web. It's on Netflix. It's called Heartstopper.
Oh, that's right.
It is literally so you would love Rainie.
Every single person in this room know
it.
what Becky is talking about.
it's
I swear to God,
cute.
Becky, you said that, and everybody goes, "Oh yeah."
It's so sweet. It's
It is
about
cute.
these like
It's
British
cute.
It's
boys,
really cute.
and they're only like 20, 30-minute episodes, and you're just like happy. You're just happy the whole time. Like honestly, nothing like that bad happens to anyone. Which long time since you've seen a show that isn't like
Young gay love.
yeah,
you know?
it's just like a nice like queer love story that's like oh
Is it a children's show?
yeah.
So like my 4-year-old could watch it?
I don't know if he'd get it, but he could watch it. There's nothing
There's
like
a lot of shows that are for kids that like are actually meant for adults.
he might like. There's like little cartoons in
Yeah.
it at times, like when people are like googly eyed for each other. It goes like doo-doo-doo-doo.
That's cute. We like a good
Yeah.
graphic.
It's so sweet.
Yeah.
You should watch that one.
That sounds lovely.
Yeah. Apparently, it was written by a straight woman though. That's what Eugene told me.
I feel like most of those things are.
Straight white woman.
Canceled.
Yeah.
Cancel.
Why? I was so excited. I was like, oh, and then no,
Gay but not gay but not gay.
gay but not gay.
Gay but not
Gay
gay.
adjacent.
How was Moulin Rouge on Broadway, Bex? Do you recommend?
I would recommend it if you you just want to see like a really fun spectacle and like lots of fun dancing.
What were you
But-
expecting?
Perfection.
Well,
Kiss.
Because a fun spectacle, like when you're going to Broadway, like that's usually what people are looking for.
yeah.
They're not looking for, like a
Talent.
Tony Award winning. That's Cats was on for a very long time. We all
Cats
love
won
Cats.
Tonys, didn't it?
Yeah.
Cats won Tonys. Yeah, definitely. I think didn't Moulin Rouge win a Tony?
Did it? I don't know.
No.
Fact check. Fact check.
Fact check. Sound off in the comments. I thought it was fine.
Okay.
Too many pop songs. Not enough. The story veered really far at the end in a way that I was like, this doesn't make sense
Did it
anymore.
not follow the movie?
No, not at the end. Yeah. The ending was different, and then like little parts of the plot were different. And I think maybe like if it's not broke, why change it?
But also they've reimagined a lot of the musical arrangements
Yes.
to include a lot more contemporary music
I did
from
hear
now.
that there was some Britney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So there's a lot more pop music from now than from when
Yeah.
Interesting.
I didn't
Some
know
might
that.
say
movie
like
came
too
out
much.
even.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Well, I will say Ned loved it.
Yeah.
But he's not as discerning as many people.
As I kept telling Ned, Ned was very hurt that I didn't love it. And I was like, Ned, just because you like something that I don't like and vice versa, it's not a testament to your character. I don't dislike you as a person because of this opinion.
Right?
It's okay. It's okay for people to like different things.
Did you drink before?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
No.
So you weren't in like a party mood.
You can rev yourself up.
I had a Red Bull.
Yeah.
She revved herself up.
I feel like the only time you have to be like actually tipsy at a show is like a improv show.
Yeah,
I feel like musicals can be like musicals. You really don't need like any liquid.
that's fair.
Or
That's fair.
vaporizing
But, I mean,
encouragement.
yeah, fair.
I mean, a lot of people go to Broadway for the voices. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like hear
Yeah.
amazing people sing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I just
it also
love it when
depends
you get
who's performing
Yeah.
on the
I
day
love
that you
the-
go see the show.
the glass of wines with the lid and the straw.
yeah.
Like drinking wine out of a straw is a purely like theatrical experience for me.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
That's what Ariel
Everyone wants her sippy cup.
My sippy
Her
cup.
adult sippy cup.
Yeah.
You should pack one for yourself for the movie theater. No one would ever know. They'd assume it was your child's.
Every time.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I usually put it in
I
a,
expect
in a
nothing
mason
less.
jar though.
Oh.
Yeah. So to everybody who works at the movie theaters,
Pinterest mama.
Watch out.
I know they've definitely
Watch
checked
out.
my bag before though and been like, yep,
Ma'am.
checks out. Go ahead.
As a former movie theater employee, we're looking for weapons.
Right.
We're not looking for your food. We just want to make sure nothing's
for
in your bag.
weapons.
That's
Not my
fine.
snack
In a jar, you know, like who knows?
Not my snack.
They don't care about your wine or your snacks anymore.
Yeah.
Well, apparently I had the unpopular opinion of Moulin Rouge was not that good. But what other unpopular opinions are there on the internet? Let's go to everyone's favorite place, Reddit.
Reddit.
All right, we're going to do true or false unpopular opinions. Is
All
it a true unpopular opinion? Or are they lying?
Bay leaves do nothing. You know, in cooking, the bay leaves that they say like makes your dish taste like your grandmother's cooking.
I've certainly
People are
thought
like,
this
they
before.
do nothing.
I've certainly thought
I think
that
that's
before.
false.
Doesn't it like poison you if you eat it too? I always remember like take out the bay leaf.
No, you can still, you can
Don't
eat it.
chew
I'm
it.
sure if you have a lot
Don't
of it.
chew
you
it.
can. Bay leaves are actually a natural like expectorant, so they help get like your mucus and stuff out.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you can make like bay leaf tea if you're really congested and like.
Well, so
feeling
why would you
very-
put it in a soup?
Well, it's supposed to,
give it
help
flavor.
enhance
And aromatics.
Yeah.
flavors. Yeah, like an aromatic that has a little bit more of an umami flavor.
I just do it because it says it. I've never tasted a bay leaf and been like, oh, that'll be good in soup. No, I'm usually it's like, oh, bay leaf. Okay, that
You're not
sounds
supposed
right.
to eat it.
You're not supposed to eat
Are you
it.
not
You're not
You're
supposed to eat
not
it.
really supposed to eat it.
You're supposed to take them out.
If you do eat it, nothing's going to happen to you.
You're not
I
going to
always thought
die.
you would like literally die.
No.
I was
Otherwise,
like,
it wouldn't be able to be in there.
Yeah. Because whatever it's like,
It's just going to poison the whole thing
It's
around
releasing.
it, but don't eat it.
Only the actual thing is poison.
yeah. My neighbor had like a bay leaf hedge, I think, in their backyard for privacy. So I think growing up when I'd have soup at her house, maybe it's just that hers were fresher, but a lot of the times when you buy bay leaves in store, it's dehydrated. So maybe maybe you need a couple more to get like more of a
Yeah.
flavor. So I could see why people are like, it does nothing.
You know, I've never seen like fresh bay leaves. I've never seen like a little satchel of
Just looks
a
like a
bay
leaf. Looks like a leaf.
Yeah.
You know, you've got your cilantro, you've got your parsley, you've got your dill, and there's never like bay leaf. It's usually in the little jar, dehydrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it usually comes from like a bigger
By a big tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like an herb garden plant.
I think it's a type of thing where it helps enhance other flavors. So it's kind of
Yeah.
matches with things rather than just having a flavor by itself.
Yeah.
Like salt.
I think that's where people don't.
yeah.
But everybody knows what salt tastes
Taste
like
it.
by itself. What does bay leaf taste like by itself?
Kind of like
But you've
herby and,
tasted,
like,
have you ever
bitter.
tasted like dehydrated herbs?
Yeah.
Like, it's not, when you lick it, it's not like the yummiest thing, but it does like add to your dish. It's like,
and a lot of times, like Maggie said, things from the grocery store, especially the dried stuff, is like
you need a
months
little
or
bit
Not
more.
as good
old,
anyway.
You know,
Yeah.
so it's harder to guess the flavor that way.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so I would say
Deeply
this is
unpopular opinion, Matt. Wow.
I guess I have an
Wow.
unpopular opinion because these ones say bay leaves do nothing, and I say they do everything. They
Everything.
See,
help you get a cold.
middle
help
of the
enhance
road
your
here.
dishes.
I feel like, bay leaves probably don't do that much, but they do a little.
They do a little. Not nothing.
Not nothing.
For the win.
But also, like, if you forgot a bay leaf, it wouldn't be ruined.
Yeah. When you have pho, Ariel, do you put like Thai basil? Like, you know how they give you all the toppings?
Sometimes I just really like the taste of the broth, though,
bone
like
broth.
by itself. There are times.
Pho usually beef?
Oh, you can do chicken,
You can do
or
chicken.
you can do.
God.
Yeah, you can.
Ariel's been doing beef bone broth this
No.
whole time.
You can do chicken. You can do veggie.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I love the chicken broth. So we tried to make pho one time, and the broth is like there's so much oil in it. It's like oily broth, and that's what makes it so delicious.
Yum.
Yeah. I know. So sometimes I just drink the broth as is. I don't put anything in it, which I know is nuts, and that's not how you eat pho. But oh god, it's so good. It's like chicken noodle soup. It's with like a different
I
flavor.
mean, pho's like make your own adventure.
I know.
You
Oh,
just
so
add
fun.
what you want.
You can
So fun.
You know?
What do you guys put in your pho? Do you go spicy?
Everything. I put
Do you
it
go
all
sweet?
in. Put it all in.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put all the toppings in, all the crunchies. Yum.
I do love the crunchies.
I don't like cilantro, so I don't really eat pho.
No? Are you a soap cilantro person?
Yeah. What percentage
have
of the
to put the
It
sauce
population?
tastes
in.
like
Just don't put
soap
it
to
in.
me. It just doesn't taste good. It's noticeable.
Yeah. Yum. Next.
Wow. What great unpopular opinions we
What
have.
one do you
Let's
have?
see what the internet has to say. Reddit wants to know. Their unpopular opinion is that we should eat all snacks with cutlery. The first example is you should eat popcorn with a spoon. I mean, what is your hand but a natural spoon?
That's fair. Yeah.
Natural
And
bowl.
snacks
Also, yeah, in etiquette, you're supposed to eat certain things
with your hands.
with your
Yeah.
hands.
Yeah.
Not
And-
with a spoon.
Also, most snacks are designed to be eaten with your hands.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
chips and Twinkies and
Frito-Lays.
Wow. They're saying crackers like goldfish, spoon.
No.
Fruits and veggies with
That's
a
just
fork.
such a weird, like, mental image. Just
A
see
ladle?
someone there with a spoon
ladle?
eating
a
crackers.
spoon of like an enormous spoonful of
Yeah.
goldfish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about using oversized cutlery to like just eat?
What do you mean?
Okay,
Like a big serving spoon.
yes. What
do you mean?
Okay, that is actually one of the funniest things to me in the entire world is seeing somebody eat like normal sized food with oversized cutlery. There's just something that tickles me about that. Like I could totally see Miles with like a
called out.
serving bowl full of cereal with a serving spoon, just being like, I was hungry. What?
I've done it.
Like
yeah.
that just tickles me to no end, like to my core. I can if I need to laugh or giggle for some reason or smile on camera, I'll like pull up an image of somebody eating with oversized cutlery. It's just so funny.
It sounds like a
Has that
prank.
series,
Yeah.
right? Doesn't Keith have a series where he eats
Big boy
one
use big.
bite?
Oh, yum, yum.
Yum, yum,
yum,
big bite.
yum.
He puts
Yeah.
a whole meal on a fork.
So he started doing it during the pandemic. I don't remember why. But it's whatever we were eating for dinner that night. He would take a ladle full of the last bit of it and then put it all in his mouth at the same time and say, yum, yum.
Wow.
And then explain what the food was and then eat it.
Yum, yum.
A few times I was
Yum,
like,
yum.
you're going to choke. You are absolutely going to choke. This is ceviche.
Yum. Yum.
Has he ever choked?
No, he's got a pretty big mouth and he chews with both sides of his mouth. So I feel like food doesn't get like small enough
Yeah.
or big enough to choke on.
Yeah.
Do most people not chew with both sides of
They
their
usually favor one side.
Yeah.
I favor my right because I had a cavity on my left and I still have like, I always think it's going to hurt. So I always
PTSD.
from that side. I'm like, don't, especially sugary
What
stuff.
side?
Not that
I don't
side.
have like a preference. I just don't do both.
Huh.
But Keith will do both at one time. Like, yeah, like
he really enjoys
both food.
Yeah.
Both food is on both sides.
I
And he's
wonder
like,
if
I don't
it's
know why you think this is so
his
weird. I was like,
geographic
I don't know.
tongue has something to do with it too. And like,
Keep the food off the tongue.
Keep it off the tongue.
Keep it off the tongue.
Yeah, I have
or
no
it's just
idea.
like evenly dispersed.
no idea.
No,
Unpopular
anyway.
opinion: you should chew with just one side of your mouth at a time.
So I think this is the worst one. You cannot eat snacks
No,
with a spoon.
absolutely not.
No.
This is a horribly unpopular opinion.
I think that is
I
a true
think-
unpopular opinion.
At work, I do have hot Cheetos with cutlery sometimes, just because chopsticks.
You don't want to get on your fingers.
I don't want to get it in like my fingers and my nails,
And then go touch.
and then go
little-
touch people.
little kids.
touch children. Like,
my
let
little
me see in your
Cheeto
eye,
hand.
little child.
Yeah, I mean, I'm usually wearing gloves anyway, but I just don't
Wait,
like
that's
the
true.
feeling. Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah.
It's unprofessional.
Look at that.
Yeah,
Lit.
lit.
So you would prefer to eat hot Cheetos with chopsticks than to just not eat hot Cheetos at all?
No,
Wow.
exactly.
What?
What was? How did I answer that question? Yes.
No, exactly.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Yes. And there's hot Cheetos in the vending machine, so I have opportunities all the time.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Fair
Are you
enough.
ready for our next
Matt,
one?
hit us with another one.
Okay, so this one might stir some good debate, you know? Appetizers
Okay.
are better than entrees.
I'm for it.
I'm
agree.
for it too.
So here they say apps taste better, have better options, and are cheaper. Plus, you have a better time eating apps because everyone shares and you can still talk to each other.
Yeah.
If you want steak, get the steak bites from the app menu. If you want fish, get the fish tacos and share.
Yeah, I'm in.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm in.
I love it. I think that's the superior way to
Apps
eat
are
is to share everything.
Better than
Yeah.
entrees.
Agreed. And it's like tapas. You know, like
Yeah.
you could eat an entire meal of appetizers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like,
They could be all so different, so you get also so many yummy different ingredients.
Yeah.
Yum.
Yeah.
although
Although I don't know if they're always less expensive, depending on the restaurant. Sometimes.
That's true.
Yeah.
let's
But
give it a flip side.
better
though.
experience.
Let's give it a flip side. And how many times have you guys sat down to an enormous plate of like in a Mexican restaurant or something where you have like this huge plate of enchiladas with the beans and the rice and everything, and you're like, I'm so excited to eat this entire thing.
When it has variety. Yeah.
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 But if it's just like a steak and potatoes, I'm like,
Right.
no, I want all the things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dare you insult steak
Yeah.
and potatoes this way?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're missing a veggie, but
Yeah. I prefer, like just small plates.
yeah.
I mean,
Just
me
share-
too.
Share
I
the
like
whole
sharing
menu.
everything.
I
you
love
know?
sharing everything.
Family style.
Yeah.
I could eat appetizers for dinner and breakfast
Mm-hmm.
and lunch every day.
Yeah.
But there is like a satisfying feeling that you get, or like a huge salad, and you just go to town on this enormous salad.
Normally, your entree is like more balanced,
Yeah.
you know? Because a lot of times the apps are kind of like, oh, this is like all carb. This is all fat.
Right.
This is
And
all
like
deep fried. This
fried.
is all, you know? So it's probably not always the healthiest option to always get the
That's true.
appetizer.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about instead no appetizers and just getting an extra entree? And then you technically have like 3 dinner. That's what Keith and I do sometimes.
Just throw it all in the blender.
But you share them.
Put it in the blender. Yeah.
So you like share 3 entrees?
Yeah. And we kind of do like a round robin. Or if you're not sure if the restaurant's good, you just order 1 extra thing just in case one thing is bad.
Does all the food get eaten?
Yeah.
So 3 entrees between 2 people.
Well, if you're not going to
But I guess if you're not getting appetizers and you're not getting dessert or anything like that, then it's
Yeah.
actually not that much more food.
No.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I think I'd be on that team if it was like an interesting place.
Well,
So Becky says no apps, extra entrees.
extra entrees. Well, like what sort of entrees are you talking about? Are you talking about like, do you guys really like the meat? And so you want 3 different types of meat?
No, we'll usually do like 1, like, let's see, where do we just go? Oh, we just went to Momofuku Noodle Bar in New York, and we each got a ramen noodle, and then we got an additional
Entree to share.
entree to share. Yeah, I forget what we got.
Yum.
Yeah.
That does sound delicious.
So you just get the third, and then everyone gets a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
So you can have some veg, some meat, some.
This is the great thing about children is you can get them whole meals and they don't eat it all. And so we actually went to brunch the other day and we got 4 entrees.
Whoa.
Yeah. But I mean,
I mean, there are 4 of you.
There are 4 of us. Exactly. And so Ned and I we just sampled everything. It was great. It's awesome.
I feel like kids' food is sometimes better than adult food.
Yeah. Sometimes I get sad when they're like, only kids can order from the kids menu. I'm like, damn it.
I usually just ask if it's true. Like, is this true?
You're like, I'm 12.
Does this have to be? Is this true?
Please.
I'm just a baby.
I I love that. TikTok will never get old for
No.
me. Every time I look at Grandpa Barry, I always think,
my
I did the baby. Wow, such a good unpopular opinion, you guys.
Yes, I feel like there's just so much around that one, you know?
There's a lot to unpack there. This is an unpopular opinion, but it's more of like someone's poor experience at a restaurant. Said going to a restaurant and ordering a steak is such a hit and miss experience that despite loving steak is something I try to avoid.
That doesn't seem like an opinion.
I was like, this is more just like, yeah. This person is also saying you can save money and have a better experience by just learning how to cook it yourself.
Well, that's fair. I mean, for sure.
Teach one to fish, you know?
They even the chef often puts less effort and creativity into the production of a steak dinner than other items on the menu.
Whoa,
like
that's
that's
a
an
huge
unpopular-
general.
That's an unpopular
That's a huge
opinion.
generalization.
How do they know that?
How do they
Wow.
know that?
And then they were
It's
saying,
like, I'm actually a chef.
yeah. And they said kitchens can have different ideas of what medium rare actually is. I honestly think it's more that from working in a restaurant, it's more people don't know what medium rare is rather than the kitchens have a different
Right.
understanding of
It's
it.
like
People
literally
do.
the temperature of the meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has to
Yeah.
be a certain,
They measure it. And there's a lot of fanfare that goes into making a steak.
Yeah.
You know, with the butter and the, I don't know.
So I don't think I agree with that one.
I don't think I agree with that one either.
Yeah.
I think that person is unpopular.
Oh, Becky with
Just kidding. JK. Guys, I think that's it. I think that was the end of our unpopular opinions. Unpopular opinions.
Who was it
Bathing
that had the?
studio.
Oh gosh, I was out to dinner with the Tri Moms the other night, and Kira and Joey have perfect Australian accents.
So good.
Perfect.
Wow.
Can you guys do an Australian accent?
No.
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 I feel like that's the only
No.
Why not?
I knew it. Say something funny.
You can just do it.
You crushed that.
You did crush that.
Crushed it.
You're so good.
Max, grab a quest.
Should listener quit her job to go on vacation? First
Absolutely.
Quit her job to go on vacation. That's the
Matt's like, next question. Next question.
yes. Next.
First off, I really love the podcast. It always puts me in a good mood and feels like a fun girl chat to hang.
Aw.
Sorry, Matt. Please keep me anonymous. To preface, I'll note that I don't have to pay rent and have 7 months of savings. I'm 28. My family is going on a trip to a nice beach house through my sibling's former client. So it's not something we can afford to do all the time, but it's free this time. I love the beach and enjoyed the last trip I've enjoyed the last trip so much and still have fond memories from it, despite missing most of it for work last time. Now that opportunity has come up again and I really want to go, but I would have to miss 3 days of work and would be in debt to my job if I went, since I haven't earned enough PTO. I would also be out of time off for the rest of the year if I went. Is it crazy to quit instead because of this? Unpaid time is not an option. The trip is 6 weeks. My family has said that they are okay with me missing it. Thanks, and I hope everyone is having a great day. Keep being awesome.
I got so many questions.
I know, right?
Me too.
So she would only have to take 3 days?
So it's 6 weeks, 3 days off.
Take
That's
the
what I
3
don't
days
get.
and be in
Yeah.
debt to your company.
I would say make the trip shorter so you can go and not have to be in debt to your company.
I guess I just don't get what the in debt to your company means.
So when you have
PTO.
like a certain amount of PTO,
Bitches, I never got PTO.
So PTO is paid time off,
Yeah.
and usually you get like
You don't just get it, you have to earn it.
right. You have to earn it. So if you've been
So you
working there
accrue
for
it
6
over time.
months, then you can get like 14 days or something like that. And
But how can she leave for 6 weeks and only need 3 days of PTO?
that's an excellent question. That's my
maybe
question.
she already has enough for the trip except for the 3 days.
Yeah.
Or maybe she's only going for a week. You know, maybe she's only going for a week and she has 4 days already and needs 3 more or something like that. I don't know. But anywho, so she would use up the days that she has, and then she would basically have to earn back the last 3 days. And so she'd be 3 days in debt, which
So like
that's,
negative hours. I
yeah.
would
So
think.
she'd have like negative hours, but that wouldn't be a big deal. Like then you just earn those
don't
back.
you just work?
Yeah, then you just
go
work.
back to work when you're done on
And you
vacation.
just go back to work.
Yeah.
Like if they'll allow you to do that, like some companies don't allow you to go into debt. They're like, you don't have the PTO, you can't take the time.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But That's fascinating.
My advice would be not to quit now. I would say take the
Yeah.
vacation and then you can always quit later. Like there's nothing
Right.
Yeah.
hold you're not in, you probably have to give your notice anytime.
Yeah.
Anyway, you have to give her 2 weeks or whatever.
Right.
So might as well go on your vacation, be your 3 days in debt, and then if you come back and things aren't going well, then you can quit.
Then
Don't
put your
quit
notice in.
before the vacation.
Also, I feel like it depends on the job too.
Yeah.
Like if it's like Becky was saying, you didn't even get PTO when you were working as like a server. And so if it's like a server job, for sure, like, if this means more to you and you know that you'll be able to come back and get another job, then
I just don't know what job would give you 6 weeks off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
I don't know if they're
Like I know people like quit their jobs to like go on The Bachelor because it is like
right, of course.
a 2-month affair.
So
That's
if
what
you
I'm
have a job that's giving you 6 weeks off minus 3 days, keep your job.
Yeah. And
Maybe-
also no rent. I need
Maybe
to know more about
she's-
the no rent. You live at
maybe
home?
she's-
You live at home, girl?
Maybe she's looking to quit her job and she's looking for an excuse.
Maybe.
And like this is an opportunity too,
Yeah.
I mean,
But that's the first thing that comes to your mind.
Yeah.
About
To
like
quit,
vacation.
yeah.
Is like,
Yeah.
oh, I should quit. And
yeah,
maybe
that's the other thing is
it's a
like,
self-reflection of
are you looking to move on from like, is your job not right for you? Because that's a wholly different question.
Yeah.
That's
I also
some,
wonder about the budget of it all. Because she said she has 7 months in savings. But if you don't
Very
pay
fiscally
rent,
responsible.
like
I think
so
what
you're
she's
going by
saying
like
is
a car payment,
Probably.
groceries,
Student
maybe
loan.
student
Yeah.
loan.
she has
Yeah.
7 months
Living
saved up, so
expenses,
she
yeah.
doesn't need to be too stressed if she were to be unemployed when she got back, I think is what she was saying.
Yeah.
She has a little bit of wiggle room, but I'm like,
But I'm just wondering how that budget came about.
mm,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
okay, here's a question for you guys. Would you be able, like, put yourself in this position. Do you think that you would be able to enjoy a 6-week vacation if you knew that you were not coming back to a job? Or would you be able to enjoy it and just be like, seize the day and then not think about getting a job and then come back and be like, okay, now I've had my vacation for 6 weeks. Now it's time for me to look for a job.
I would have an easier time relaxing doing that than thinking about the work.
That you're going to
waiting
need
for
to
me.
do. Yeah.
Interesting.
I think I'd be
And
the same
all the
way.
thousands of emails I'm gonna have and
Yeah.
That's really interesting. I feel like I would spend part of my vacation looking for a new job.
Yeah.
Like I would be stressed about coming back to like not having a job. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I can see where you're coming from. Where you would be like, I don't have to worry about it. Like all of those emails are not
Mental
my
break.
problem anymore.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it depends on where you work. I
The
once
work
threatened a
culture.
job.
To leave.
Yeah.
What job?
I had to leave. It was when I worked at the hotel and I had to go back to Chicago like the next day. Like there was, an emergency with one of my friends and I was like, I got to go. And they're like, you can't go. And I was like, oh, you got to fire me then. And it's not so easy to fire people from like hotel jobs apparently. And they're like, oh, no, we just don't want you to go. And I was like, you're going to have to fire me because I'm going to go. I'm not going to show up tomorrow. And then, I still had the job for like another year and a half.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got to do a lot worse than not show up once.
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah. It was really one of those like very empty threats you get from someone. So
They're
it's
like, no, you can't.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
like, you can't. I'm like, okay, well, stop me.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, probably any other job would have been like, bye. Bye.
I mean, you had a pretty strict schedule at the hospital.
Oh yeah, I was always super stressed out about something happening to a family member and not being able to leave. That was always my worst
Really?
nightmare because like you can't abandon patients.
Right.
Yeah. So anytime my mom would call me, I'd be like, "What's going on? What's wrong? What's wrong?" Like in the middle of a
definitely, like-
shift because she ended up following me on Find Friends, so she wouldn't reach out unless it was an emergency.
She would know where you were.
Yeah,
That's smart.
she'd text if it was like something, just a conversation. But when she'd call, I'd freak out. I'd be like, "What? I'm scared." Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But like showing up on time, leaving 12 and a half hours later.
Very strict.
Specific.
And so what would happen if you just didn't show up one day?
Oh, that's messed up.
Trouble.
Really?
Trouble. Yeah.
Would
because
would you lose your job?
A lot of the times, especially now, hospitals are operating like short staffed. So
Right. Yeah.
they have this many nurses. So if I didn't show up, then nurses would have to take an extra patient
Shift.
to
Oh.
cover.
Probably also
me.
wouldn't fire you because they really need you.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it just like puts the floor on overload, and it's just not nice.
Yeah.
And your coworkers will hate you.
Yeah.
Basically.
Basically.
The
They're
worst nurse.
going to be like, where are you?
Mad.
Mad.
Would you show up because you wanted to make sure that like the other nurses, your friends, didn't have to, be short-staffed, or because
And sometimes they're operating and they're already down a person. So like if you're down as well.
yeah,
Extra in the weeds.
Lots of pressure.
lots of pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they have places they can pull from, but usually you would give them a heads up like a couple hours before, like not showing up at all. And there's another nurse waiting for you to give a report and have been there for 12 hours. And they're like, where's my person? Where's my person? And you'd start getting, and like the charge nurses would be giving handoff on like the entire floor, and they'd be calling and they'd be like, this person hasn't showed up yet. I'm just standing here.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
So would that
MIA.
person have to just keep doing their job? And
In some instances, yeah.
Oh
but
my
in other
gosh.
instances, like the charge nurse would like finish her assignment and go over to that person and cover until they could get another person to come. Just a mess.
oof,
Just a mess.
I can't imagine coming off of a 12-hour shift.
And like
12 hours is a long time.
you're going home to
really
West
long
and
time.
Finn, and they're like, you can't actually go yet.
You can't go
because your coworker didn't show up. It
You
sucks.
got a no call, no show from some 22-year-old.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Who went partying at the bars the
Oh,
night before.
no.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Matt, have you ever not showed up to work and not called and not done anything?
No call, no show.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
But you could only do like, if you did like 2 no-shows in like a span of like 2 or 3 months, you get in trouble.
I bet you do.
You get in trouble.
Oh, yeah. Well, guys, we won't no call, no show on this podcast.
That's
We're not
right.
planning on quitting.
Yeah.
Our advice to that young person is just don't quit.
Maybe don't quit.
Maybe send some follow-ups about the 6-week, 3-day thing.
See if there's a
Send
compromise.
us another one.
Self-reflect on why you want to quit.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, self-reflect on why you want to quit, and just think about it. There aren't many. It is rare to have a job that will let you leave for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So maybe think about that.
Unless you're in a different country, then the United
Right.
States.
Then August is just a
yeah.
non-working month.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thanks so much for listening to us. Make sure you rate and subscribe and download and follow and all the fun things. Make sure you're washing your hands, getting vaccinated and boosted, being nice to people, peeing after sex. Anything else you need to throw in there? Any other daily reminders?
Enjoy your life.
Enjoy your life.
Take a moment to reflect.
Yeah. We'll see you next time.
See ya.
Bye-bye.